My mom thought her new friend was a blessing, but behind closed doors, she was stealing everything. When I found out, I didn't call the police. I made sure the whole town saw what kind of monster she really was. My mama, Miss Edna, was the kind of woman people trusted on sight. Widowed young, she raised my sister and me on nothing but grit, prayer, and a cast iron skillet that could feed an army from scraps. She always had neighbors dropping by for sweet tea, always kept a second pie in the freezer, just in case. Even after her knees started failing her and the arthritis set in, she'd hobble around the kitchen, humming old hymns, making sure everyone else was fed before she'd sit down. That's who she was, the kind of person you'd think nobody could hurt. About a year ago, Mama had knee replacement surgery. The doctor told us she'd need help at home. Cooking, cleaning, rides to therapy. I live 2 states away. 2 kids, full-time job, barely keeping my own house standing. That's when Trudy showed up. Trudy had been around church for years. Always the loudest amen during service. The first in line at the potluck. Mama liked her. She's got a good heart, she'd say. When Trudy offered to help out, we were grateful. She wasn't a professional caregiver, just someone from the community. She refused payment at first. "Don't worry about it," she told me. "Your mama raised half this neighborhood. Least I can do." At first, everything seemed fine. Mama would brag over the phone about Trudy's banana pudding, how Trudy changed light bulbs or helped her sort laundry. But slowly, my calls felt different. Sometimes I'd call and Trudy would answer instead. "Miss Edna's resting, honey. She gets confused if folks keep calling." Other times, Mama seemed nervous. She'd whisper, "Baby, can we talk later?" Then hang up. I chalked it up to recovery stress. But then the bills started piling up. Mama's mortgage company called me, 2 months overdue. The electric bill was unpaid. I checked the shared account we used for her household expenses. Almost $4,500 missing in just a few months. Cash ATM withdrawals. Charges at salons, nail shops, and fancy takeout places Mama never ordered from. I called Mama. "Mama, did you spend this?" "Trudy takes care of the banking now," she said quietly. "She says I get mixed up." That cut deep. Mama always prided herself on balancing her checkbook to the penny. When I pushed, Mama sounded ashamed. "Maybe I'm getting forgetful, baby." But I knew my mama. Even on pain meds, she wouldn't empty her account like that. That's when I knew something was terribly wrong, but proving it was harder than I thought. If you're still here, subscribe, because how I exposed her in front of the whole town, even I couldn't have planned what happened next. I arranged to visit, told Trudy I was dropping by for the weekend. When I pulled into the driveway, Trudy was already there. She came out, fake smiling, arms open. "So glad you made it. Miss Edna's napping." I forced a smile back. Inside, the house looked fine, but the warmth was gone. No smell of fresh cornbread, no radio playing gospel. Mama looked smaller than I remembered. She hugged me like someone half afraid. I checked her room. The jewelry box Daddy gave her? Gone. "Where's your jewelry, Mama?" "Trudy put it somewhere safe. She says it tempts people." Tempts who? Mama hadn't had strangers in this house in years. The next morning, I offered to take Mama to the grocery store. Trudy cut in. "Miss Edna gets tired real easy now. Best not to run her around town." Mama opened her mouth to speak, but Trudy shot her a look. I felt my stomach twist. Mama wasn't just being helped. She was being controlled. That night, I waited until Trudy stepped outside to smoke. "Mama," I whispered, "has Trudy taken your jewelry?" "Your money?" Her eyes darted to the door. "Baby, please don't make trouble." She was terrified. Trudy came back in, smiling. "Everything okay?" "Yeah," I lied, "just catching up." But inside I was boiling. Calling the police wouldn't help. Legally, Mama let Trudy help with money, but I had an idea. My cousin Renee works at the church office, handles bulletins, announcements. We planned it for Sunday service. Sunday morning, the church was packed. Homecoming. Old members, new members, the choir in their best robes. I'd slipped Renee a USB. Just before the offering, the big projector lit up. A short clip played. Trudy's voice, recorded by me the day before. She was talking on the phone outside Mama's porch, thinking I wasn't home. I got her wrapped around my finger. She don't even ask where the money goes. Probably get another couple thousand before her daughter figures it out. The church went silent. People turned. Trudy stood frozen in the pew. Pastor, voice tight, "Sister Trudy, is this you?" Trudy stammered, tried to deny, but it was her voice, clear as day. After service, people confronted her. The deacons asked her to leave. By Monday, word had spread. Local businesses dropped her cleaning gigs. Neighbors wouldn't speak to her. The pastor announced an investigation and banned her from helping elders. I took Mama to the bank. We froze the account, ordered new cards. With the recording and bank statements, police took it seriously. Turns out, Trudy had forged 2 checks totaling over $2,000. She was arrested for financial exploitation of an elderly adult. In court, she blamed me. She twisted my words. Miss Edna gave me that money. But the judge didn't buy it. Trudy got probation, restitution, and mandatory community service. Mama cried when it was over. "I thought she cared about me," she whispered. "She cared about your money, Mama," I said softly. "That's not the same thing." Mama still struggles to trust people. She keeps her bank statements in a lockbox now, and we read them together on the phone every month. Trudy, she still lives in town, but nobody invites her to barbecues. Nobody answers when she calls. In small towns, reputation is everything. She didn't just steal money, she stole kindness. She stole peace. And that's something folks never forget. Sometimes justice doesn't come from handcuffs. Sometimes it comes when the whole world finally sees you for what you really are.